welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taylor, and this week I'm gonna do another sort of monthly favorites. So last month I did my June favorites and I talked about, you know, whether this was gonna be a quarterly thing or monthly. And when I was brainstorming and sort of like content planning, I found that I actually had a lot of things that I wanted to share for July. So for now, still monthly. Most of the things in today's video are beauty related, so that's always super fun. I've got a couple of like clothing accessory pieces, but mostly everything is beauty related. So let's just hop right into it. So the very first thing up, I'm gonna knock out the two sort of clothing accessory pieces first. The very first thing up is something that I mentioned in my June favorites, and it is the Satin Scarf. And it is not for my hair this time. I am actually listing it because I recently just came around to, or just caught on to, I guess, the whole like scarves as shirts trend. I wore this scarf to my cousin's birthday dinner as a shirt a couple of weeks ago, and it is so hot here in Georgia, and my back is usually what sweats first. And I just kind of tied it in the, you know, the regular triangle around. And having my back free like that was such a game changer, so much so that I bought two more to use solely as wearing in different styles of shirts. They're all different sizes, so I can get creative in how I want to tie them up. The other hot tip for this that I haven't used yet, but I cannot wait, is taking these on vacation. Look how small they fold up to be. And you don't have to commit to a style of shirt that you're wanting to wear. So I cannot wait to go on a trip and take these. And I almost have to stop myself from every time I go somewhere wearing a scarf shirt, because it's so comfortable and so just like free in the scorching Georgia heat. So the next thing is ironically another Baggu item, and it is this duck tote. I know it's cow print, but it's called a duck tote. I really love this because this strap is adjustable, and it has these two if you want to carry it, but it's adjustable and it clips. So I've been calling this my perfect park tote. I got this in the peak of spring when I was going to the park, going on picnics so much, you know, before the sun was unbearable to sit in. And I had like either the totes that you get that's like a shopping bag, like the Madewell tote when you go shopping at Madewell, or I had like the free totes from like Victoria's Secret. And none of them are really working out for me. I would find that if I put too much in it, then the strap, because it would just be so bulky, the strap of it would kind of just like sit on me instead of really giving me that wiggle room. Or they were just small and cheaply made. This one's canvas, obviously it's washable. It has a pocket up here that holds, well, right now some bobby pins, dum-dum, but it holds usually my wallet and like my phone and stuff like that that I need easy access to. It fits so much. And just for size reference, I've got my iPad case here, completely goes into there. And I know my laptop's in front of me, but this is also my laptop case, also from Baggu. This, hold on. This fits down in there too. So they do make another, they have this in a couple of prints, but they do make another size that is taller and a little skinnier, but the same dimensions. But I've been carrying this bag so much because everybody knows I've been talking about it. I'm moving. All of my like bags, like my handbags, are all already packed up and on their way to the next place. I've been using this bag so much. I usually go to the grocery store. The only thing I haven't used it for is like going out. I've got another bag for that, but I use it all the time, not just for the park now that it's kind of too hot to go sit in the park. So moving on, the rest of this is very much beauty related, skincare, all that jazz. Starting off with these Olay daily facial wipes or cloths. So they're dry and you activate them with water and they sort of suds up. My mom has been using these, if I had to guess, since the 90s. So naturally I started using them. I had some time where I didn't use them because they were a little bit more expensive for me when I was like in college and kind of fresh out of college, but I've made my way back to them. And I picked these up recently because I wanted that sort of second defense when washing my makeup off. So I go in with something, I go in with the cleanser that usually gets my makeup off pretty well, but I was still noticing that like the residual makeup or like the makeup like in my creases just wasn't, my face didn't feel clean. So this, I got the deeply purifying one. It has like these little, let me see if I can show you. It has like these little tiny beads in it that sort of exfoliate you a little bit. And my face feels so clean after I use these. So next I've got my Juno and Co microfiber sponge, the makeup sponge. I have talked about this before. I love this sponge. It literally costs $6. And when it first came out, I think like a lot of people, I turned my nose up to it like, oh, beauty blenders. But now that I use this, and I started using it by accident, I actually bought one because some third-party site that I was shopping on, I needed to get to a certain point for free shipping. And I was like, whatever, I'll just try one of those stupid sponges. And when I got it and tried it, I literally got rid of every other sponge. And I even keep, this is the one that I'm currently using, it's dirty, but I keep a backup one in case anything happens. That's how much I love it. In case anything happens, I've always got a backup one in my makeup bag. This cleans really well. I just use like a mild soap, honestly like my hand soap. You just scrub it out and like your regular sponge, but it cleans really well and really quickly. There's no like that whole microwave stuff. You don't have to do any of that. I clean it before every use. I'm really bad about cleaning it after I've just used it, but before I put it on, before I redo a face, I clean it right before and like chef's kiss. It's gives you that nice airbrush finish. I am such a big fan of this. You can buy them at Target, you can buy them pretty much anywhere now, but only $6. Great sponge. So my next item is this mini fan. So might be kind of loud, just so you can, yeah. So when I'm doing my setting spray, I like to fan it down to just, you know, speed up the drying process. And I had one of those sort of like the kind that you like flip out and just wave. But the handle was metal and it snapped. So every time I was using it, it would literally cut my wrist, so painful. So I finally got rid of that one and upgraded to this. It's battery powered. It fits right in with like my mascara or eyeliners or whatever else just in my makeup bag, and just use it really quickly. I'm also kind of a sucker for mini fans. Weirdly, I have one that plugs into my phone as well that I literally use at like parties and stuff, and I have no shame. So my next one. If you are new here, I am a cult Glossier follower. I don't know what it is. Actually, I know that it's 90% packaging that I am a sucker for, but I love Glossier. My name is Taylor and I'm an addict. Like, I love Glossier. So my second time going into Glossier, like going into the store, not just ordering online, I was in New York and I sampled the Glossier You perfume and I fell in love. I love that it pushes that like you are the first ingredient. I love that it smells different, everybody. I get so many compliments when I wear this. So when I first purchased it, because it was cheaper, I got the perfume solid. So here is the one that I literally treat like gold because they don't make it anymore. And then here's one that I have used up just for proof that I am a super fan. But because they no longer, or they discontinued the solid, I am so hurt by that because this fits into all of my bags. I keep it with me for emergencies. Otherwise, I do not touch it because it doesn't exist anymore. I did go ahead and purchase the liquid of it. It comes in this box. Because I'm about to move, I'm gonna transport it this way. That's why I still have it, but it smells so good. I can't describe it. I'm not really good with like notes of what's in a fragrance, but this is my favorite. Above my Chloe, above Dolce, above, I'm looking at my perfume right now, Burberry, Tote, above all of that. This is my favorite, and it's, I think, the cheapest. It's my favorite. So my next favorite, or sort of group of favorites, it's not something that is only particular to July. I've been using these probably for about 6 months, but when sort of thinking of what I wanted to include in this list, I paid close attention to what I kept picking up in the month of July, and I keep the Laneige, Laneige. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Please let me know in the comments below if I'm pronouncing it right. I keep these on my bedside, and these are all the sort of overnight or sleeping products. So this one is the water sleeping mask in lavender. It is so lightweight and like jelly. It's almost done, but it's you know, relatively inexpensive. You can't even see it. It's just like, it's like butter. So next is sort of like a group of things, and it is the Laneige. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Just let me know in the comments below, actually, if you know how to pronounce this. It is their like sleeping line. I keep this on my bedside. I love it so much. Chris loves it so much that he even keeps some on his bedside. So first is the water sleeping mask, and this is in the scent lavender. It's almost gone, but these are relatively inexpensive, so I have no problem using these and replacing them. It's literally, hold on, literally like butter. And it just makes my skin feel so soft. Sometimes when I wash my face, especially when I use those Olay cloths, because it's such a kind of a stripping clean, to be honest, even with my regular toner and moisturizer, my skin still feels kind of tight when I lay down. So I just love having this there, as well as the eye sleeping mask. So it has the little same consistency, but it has the little massager tool on the end of it. This is one that I think everybody already knows about, but the lip sleeping mask, and this one is the, I think it's just the regular, yeah, the lip sleeping mask. So this is my favorite thing to sleep with. This is the thing that I think got us all hooked. So my last favorite, which is by no means my least favorite, is my sleeping eye mask. So it just goes on your face like this. It's like this leathery material. This is a Free People, and to be honest, I could not tell you what the collab group is. I didn't get it when it was a collab. I got it at the time. I was so obsessed with Free People. When I was looking for a new sleep mask, I searched Free People sleep mask, and this came up as somebody was reselling new in box, and I was like, absolutely. What I love about this, as someone who gets pretty crippling headaches, is that it has this sort of insert that you can put in the fridge or the freezer, and it's cooling when you put it back in and sleep with it on your face. So not only does it help keep the light out when I don't want it, but also helps me sort of headache manage, and I really love this. Okay, so that is my list of July favorites. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope I gave you some inspo for some things. I will be linking everything down below, as well as, you know, stuff like this. I'll link alternatives to it, because I don't think Free People sells this on their site. It may just be like a resale market thing at this point. But yeah, everything will be down in the description below. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, maybe threw a like my way, and I will see you next week. Bye.
Can you kiss it all? We're so young, boy, we ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, oh.